When we got the sound effects in the game for the first time and we put the chain gun in there, I was on the floor laughing so hard. It was just like, oh my God, this is exactly it. That's the game. We're running with it.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
So, here's the thing. In 1993, a cult classic was born. The game that redefined an entire generation and set the benchmark for first-person shooters.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
No, I'm not talking about Wolfenstein 3D, even though it did kick the doors open for the FPS genre. And no, not the 1970s game Maze War either. Even though it was gaming's first real attempt at letting players stalk enemies through a digital maze, that game dropped players into a puzzle-like world from a first-person view, and for the first time, letting them shoot at each other. Anyway, the game I'm talking about didn't just build on what came before. It went further. It didn't just invent the mechanics. It perfected them. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Doom. A game about one lone space marine waging war against an endless herd of demons and corrupt humans across the blood-soaked gallery of Mars. More than just a shooter, Doom was a technological leap forward, introducing pseudo 3D environments, texture mapping, dynamic lighting, and viral elevation that made its world feel alive. Most of the action take place in a vast military complexity, but these aren't centers of order anymore. They are killing grounds. Every hallway feels like a trap, every door a gateway to carnage. Dim lights flicker and die, collapsing hallways into shadow, while broken panels flicker like the heartbeat of a dying machine. Somewhere in the dark, guttural growls echo through the still walls, a constant reminder that the enemy is never far, watching, waiting. Tension is an illusion here. In Doom, there is no sanctuary, only survival. The game keeps you on edge, sprinting through buildings and blasting demons with every heavy weapon you can find, while a killer heavy metal inspired soundtrack pulses in the background. It's chaotic, it's fast, and honestly, it's kind of empowering. You are this lone marine facing endless hordes of demons, with no friendly faces in sight, making you feel like the last human trapped in the Doom faculty. And then there's the sound. The music is unforgettable, but it's the little things that really crawls under your skin. Monsters grunting just out of view, doors hissing open on their own, and hallways so silent it feels like the walls themselves are watching. Here's the creepy part. There's a level called the Hangar, where you can actually see the faces of trapped souls embedded in the wall, withering and screaming silently. It's not just a hangar. Several other levels, especially in the later full boss and hell stages. Anyway, the intro is already longer than I want it to be, so let's start the video. The BFG, which stands for Trust Me, you're gonna love this name. Big fucking gun. What made this gun one of the most powerful weapons in all the gaming is its ability to clear entire rooms of demons with a single blast. When I first used it in the game, my heart dropped to my ass. And it's not because Mario was throwing fire flowers at me or anything like that, but because of how overpowered the gun was. It didn't matter how low my health was, I knew I was gonna be able to clear this level. Unlike most guns, the BFG doesn't use regular bullets, it consumes cells. The same ammo the plasma gun uses. Speaking of that gun, okay, let's just go to it in a second. Each BFG shot costs 40 cells, and since the maximum you can carry is 600 with a backpack included, That gives you about 15 shots total when fully stocked. I don't know physics or anything, but while the BMG is insanely powerful, melting entire rooms of demons in seconds, it also limited. The plasma gun, also called the plasma rifle, is one of Doom's most devastating weapons. Firing rapid bullets of shearing blue and white plasma energy. Instead of bullets, it runs on cells, sharing the same ammo pool as the BMG 9000. You can hold up to 300 cells or 600 with a backpack, giving you plenty firepower, but never quite enough to waste. You first encounter the plasma gun in the secret area of the very first level, episode 2, E2M1. Demos, alarmingly, from there it becomes a reliable powerhouse, appearing in every level of the shores of hell. With the exception of the tower above, its high rate of fire makes it deadly against stronger monsters, while its plasma bursts shred through crowds faster than nearly anything else in the game. Oh yes, a rocket launcher. Missiles that fly in a straight line and explode the moment they hit anything solid. It first shows up in a secret area of E1M3 Toxin Refinery, but honestly it's one of my least favorite used weapons in playthroughs. Don't get me wrong, it's powerful, especially against groups of enemies, but it's a double-edged sword. Its splash damage can wipe out several demons at once, making it a great way to conserve ammo. But get too close and you take the hit yourself. Each rocket deals anywhere from 20 to 160 points of damage in increments of 20. It has a blast radius of 128 units, making it devastating if used with the right timing and distance. One of Doomsky's most lethal weapons, the chainsaw, is first found in the nuclear plant level, replacing your fist with something far more vicious. It doesn't deal as much raw damage as firearms, but with infinite ammo it's perfect for conserving resources. There's nothing quite like shredding demons up close. The downside is you have to be right in their face, and in Doom, there's always a risk. Mechanically, the chainsaw strikes at 525 hits per minute, and one hit every 4 ticks. It has a range of 65 max units, slightly farther than the fist 64, and works best against demons and specters, which can often be killed without taking damage. It's also fairly effective against imps, Coco Demons, Pain Elementals, and Lost Souls. However, tougher monsters, just like Hell Knights and higher tier demons, are a bad matchup due to their strong attacks and low pain chance. Revenants are especially dangerous, though there's a risky method of staying close enough to avoid rockets, while avoiding melee punches.
Groovy.
Against zombies, the chainsaw can be used safely by waiting around corners, but even then, positioning is everything in this game. The chain gun, also known as the Galactic gun, a very unique large weapon, is Doom rapid fire and multi-barrel monster shredder. It uses the same ammunition as the pistol, drawing from the player's shared pool of bullets, and is first found in the secret area of the nuclear plant level, as well as another secret in the fallen level. When picked up, it comes with 20 rounds, 40 on I'm Too Young to Die and Nightmare. The chain gun fires in pairs of hit scan shots, providing you at least 2 bullets. Each bullet deals 5 to 15 damage, and the first 2 shots of every blast are perfectly accurate. However, in later, shots are scattered like pistol fires. This gun makes it excellent for interrupting monsters, especially demons and Coco Demons, though it's far less effective against bosses with low pain chances. Its bigger drawback is ammo consumption. The chain gun chews through bullets fast. While it's great for mowing down mid-tier enemies, stronger monsters can soak up dozens of shots, making it easy to run dry if you're not careful. To me, the shotgun is the greatest weapon in Doom. For one, you almost always have enough ammunition, since it's commonly wielded by enemies. Kill them, and ammo drops are frequently. It's also the most versatile gun in the game. A classic pre-action shotgun with a wooden stock, first found in the secret area of Haggard. When picked up, it contains 8 shells, 16 on I'm Too Young to Die and Nightmare. Shotgun looted from fallen shotgun wielding zombies, contains 4 shells. Each blast fires 7 bullets, 7 pellets, dealing 5 to 15 points of damage per pallet, for a total of 35 to 105 damage if all connected. Each pallet has a slight horizontal spread, 2.2 to 9.9, but unlike the super shotgun from Doom 2, there's no vertical spiral. The shotgun excels at close range and is decent at mid-range, often able to kill 2 or more zombie men or shotgun guys with a single blast. A well-aimed shot can usually take down an imp or leave a demon staggering, though stronger monsters take more work. Far far superior to fists or pistols. It's perfect for handling small groups or humanoids and archangely tougher enemies in a maze-like level. Its versatility and reliability makes it not only the most used weapon, but also one of my personal favorites in the entire Doom's franchise. For a total of 35 to 105 damage if all connected. Each pallet has a slight horizontal spread, 2.2 to 9.8, but unlike the super shotgun from Doom 2, there's no vertical disparity.